So we're here again in the Cornell Orchards and with Eric Schott, our Cornell farm manager, to talk a little bit more about managing apple trees. And so today, Eric, we did some pruning a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And so now we're trying to understand what the impact of that was on fruits, on flowering and blossom. So tell us what's going on here.
Okay, so this tree we pruned, and this tree we didn't.
Okay.
So
Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it really shows you the difference in you can visualize sunlight exposure and airflow. More so in this tree, less so in that tree.
And I'm also seeing like this other tree next to it. There's branches that are crossing, and
Yep.
what are the implications of that later?
Well, that's a problem. So this growing system kind of requires the tree to fill this generally 3 foot by 10 to 11 foot colander, cylinder, however you want to call it. And once we don't prune, the tree grows out of that zone, and we run into all kinds of problems.
Okay, so it looks like in this tree that all of the flowers are sort of right here, right near the trunk. What's going on here?
Yep. So that's so last year's growth was from this point forward, and all the buds that formed on last year's shoot were vegetative buds, and now that those buds are open and growing, we can see that they're vegetative. There's no flowers. This is all 2-year-old wood, or this wood grew in the season 2016.
Now we're in 2018.
Yep. And down here, this piece of wood grew in 2015. So we have spurs and flowers that form on this 2 to 3-year-old wood.
And I remember we looked at the spurs when we were pruning, and we were talking about that.
Yep. It's sort of obvious to see, although sometimes you have spurs like this one that throws a vegetative bud. So it's not 100% sure, but you'll never have or most likely never have flowers on these vegetative.
And we can see that in many of these. But this one here, it's like the terminal is a flower. What's up with that?
Yeah, so sometimes, and some varieties are more likely to set flower buds on terminals or on, they call them tip bearer trees. Tip bearers, golden russet, Cortland.
This is a Honeycrisp.
This is Honeycrisp.
Okay, great.
And
so what else would we have to be paying attention to here?
Well, we're kind of like, we're not really at full bloom here because obviously we have some flowers that are not open yet. These are open. A little point of interest is the first flower to open is usually in the center, and it's called the king blossom or the king bloom. This will produce the biggest apple of the group.
Oh, cool.
So these are side bloom that are not open yet. This king flower is probably pollinated, but maybe we'll see some bees here, and they'll do some work.
So you don't think about the number of blossoms here at this point.
No.
When we think about fruit load, we do that thinning next.
Correct. Right? Yeah. So we depending on the weather conditions, which today is going to be a beautifully perfect pollination day, sunny, 75, it's going to be perfect. So if we have many days like that, then we assume massive pollination, and then we can go in and start doing blossom thinning early. If we have poor pollination weather, we wait to see fruit set, and then we start to think about removing the crop either with chemical thinners or with physically removing by hand. At this point, we're not sure yet.
Okay. So if a person had a tree at this stage, what would you recommend that they do? Could they prune it now? Are there any corrections they could be making at this time?
You could prune it now. It'd be kind of difficult because removing the branches that you prune could potentially knock off blossoms. So it's not ideal. And if you do have warm, rainy weather, you're more likely to get some infection, potentially fire blight, if you prune this tree heavily during rain weather. So that's why it's better to do in the winter.
So these we pruned a couple weeks ago, but there's no worries with how these are.
Yeah, they should be well cut off. The vascular system is hopefully cut off from that.
Okay, great. Anything else that we should note today?
Well, again, here's a honeybee. We didn't prune this tree. It obviously has way more flowers. If if even 10% of these flowers form apples, it's probably going to be overcropped. This tree, if 10% form, it's probably close to right. We're probably looking for 40 to 50 apples on this size Honeycrisp tree.
Wow, that'll get me through the winter.
Plenty of apples.
Great. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
All right.